Hi there everyone. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different with you. I ordered for myself this lovely Vason Creative paper trimmer and scorer, and I thought I'd do a product review for you because I know that when I was looking to buy one, it wasn't that easy to find a review, and I think I've chosen wisely. I'm very happy with it so far, so let me just show you what I've bought. So this is the spelling of the name, and I'm not sure if I've got it right. Vason Creative. They seem to be based in Holland, and we can cut on this A4 and A3 paper, and also the 12 by 12 scrapbooking papers, which is really nice. And if you turn the wrapping over onto the other side, we'll see it's a paper trimmer and a scorer. It's got an extendable scale ruler, which is nicely hinged, and I'll show you that in a moment. We can align the paper carefully. The ruler itself is transparent. It's got a cutting edge and a scoring edge, and you can get replaceable blades. And if you're wanting the contact details for the company, those are there at the bottom. And I might just like to say at this stage, I'm not being paid to advertise this. I'm just sharing my knowledge with you. So this is not an endorsement that I've been paid for at all. Right, so let's get this out the box. And one of the things that struck me first of all was that it actually does have this lovely hole at the top. So if space is a premium for you and you wanted to hang this on a pegboard, you would be able to do that really nicely. If I turn this over, you'll notice that on the underside I have these little silicone pads here to make this a non-slop surface. So that is really great. And then the arm, which extends out here, is nicely hinged, so you'll see that there's a little groove here. You can see that little groove, and it just slides in there, so when you come to pack it away it clips in nice and neatly. So there's nothing unsubstantial about this. It clips in and locks really nice and smoothly. So the joints and things on this, the hinged parts, I'm very happy with. So let me open this out, and you will see from this that this is in centimeters. You can get one of these scoring boards in inches. I think, if I remember correctly, that they are a white color, but because I'm from South Africa, we mostly work in centimeters, I've chosen this one just so that it's happy with my brain. And so let me just start. I've played around with different size thicknesses of cardboard and different size card. So you've got two little dials which slide up and down on the side here. The white one is a cutting blade, and it is V-shaped. So you would be able to cut from the top down to the bottom, or from the bottom to the top. And if you had really thick cardboard, you could run it this way and this way, which means that you're actually able to make sure that you've cut through neatly. This is a scoring tool, so the underneath side of that is a rounded blade, and that runs in this little channel here, which is really nice, and you'll find that that gives you a very nice neat scoring margin. I like the fact too that this has a transparent ruler. And if you have a look on the edges here, it's grooves that this ruler fits into. So once your paper is down, you don't really need to even hold it, other than the fact that we do that automatically, but it is actually held firmly in place. It's got the measurements all over the place. It does have some inch measurements as well, but it is largely centimeters. So let me just do, without measuring, just a quick run through so that you can hear how it cuts. You can line up your things nicely with the marks on the ruler. Actually, let me do this from the top. It'll be easier for you to see. So if I wanted to make my card 8 centimeters, I'll just do that. Let's go through there, one cut, and if you have a look at that, it's a really, really nice, neat, very, very clean edge. So I'm very happy with that. So this is sort of almost a paperweight piece that I've cut here. Then I have a slightly thicker piece of card, and I'm just going to cut off one of these stripes just so that you get an idea. So working from the top down, snip through that, lift up the flap, and you'll see again that I've got this really nice, neat, clean edge on both sides. So I'm getting thicker. Then I have a piece of embossed card which a friend of mine gave me, and it has a whole lot of sentiments on it. I obviously don't want to use all of these on one card because it's just too much for me. I'm not a fussy kind of person. So for this one, I think I'm just going to take out the snowflakes here. So because I'm not working with a specific measurement, I'm just lining up the edge of the snowflake border, which is that, with the groove. Lock it in place with my ruler, slide my cutting blade through, and you'll see how nicely that has cut that edge off there. And I'm going to do the same on this side here. I think I'm just going to turn my card round this way, get that little locked into there, get it into the groove, slice through, and there we have it. So I'm able to separate this, and this is probably about a 160 gram weight of card. So I've gone from paper to about a 120 gram, 160 I would imagine that to be. And then this is very thick. This is from a pad of watercolor, and it is the worst watercolor paper I think I've ever played around with in my life. So the first thing we're going to do is just neaten up the edge here. So I'm just wanting to take off that edge where the glue is. So I'm bringing my blade down to the bottom. I have, sorry, let me show you here. On that groove, which is where the blade goes through, I've just lined up the edge slightly over that so that I can cut off. And I could hear that that went through very, very cleanly. And I have now got a nice edge there. Just want to measure this card, see how big it is, and I think I'm just going to cut 15 centimeters off here. So I'm going to measure my 15 centimeters. I'm going to put my ruler down, it's clipped in place nicely, and cut that off. Oh, I'm so sorry, isn't it my luck that while I'm trying to film this I've got this car bleeping in the background. Anyway, I can't help that, and I can't start this again. So this is 21 centimeters. I'm now going to score it at 10.5. So I'm putting that in position. Remember, my scoring blade is black, and I'm just going to run that across twice. And one thing you may or may not know about scoring things is that the line will make a V, and you automatically want to fold it inwards on itself, but that's not the right way. Fold it outwards. And when you look at that, you've got such a lovely crisp edge, neatly lined up on both sides. And I'm really, really happy with that. So that's a very, very thick piece of card, which you could layer up with some of these others that are all different thicknesses. And I think that I can say that I'm very, very happy with my purchase. As I mentioned to you before, these things just slide together nicely as a neat finish there, just locks in very, very easily. It's nice and firm, it's not going to pull out, and I have that option at the top here of hanging it. So I will leave a link down below for you for this scoring and cutting board, and if you are interested in having a look at it, I bought this through Amazon. And yeah, if you've had any experiences, please let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'd love to hear from you. Bye for now.